Whoopi Goldberg says the moon landing was fake.
What an asshole. On a day, the 40th anniversary of the landing, and this dummy's got to come out. And instead of giving credit where credit's due to brave men and engineers and just the will of humanity to be able to pull something like that off, the real deal, not a farce. And she's got to say she doesn't believe it or has her doubts or whatever her words were.
She's not a smart woman.
You know,
she just isn't a smart woman. I thought she was smarter than this.
Anyone who has their doubts, you can go off on every little thing. The way the flag is, the shadows, there's no stars, there's this, that. Everything's been proven. They've said this is why this. They've always given an explanation. But more than anything else, if you could pull off the biggest scam in history, which is convincing the world that we went to the moon, why would you then try to pull the same scam off 6 more times?
Because we didn't get on the moon the first time, and we now had a...
No, why would you scam it 6 more times? Successfully, by the way.
Yeah.
Except for, Apollo 13. Or well, 5 more times.
It kept people's minds off because I believe it was fake. It kept people's minds off the Russians and the situation with the Soviets. It gave Americans something to feel good about.
Is that what it did?
The Soviets were doing better in the space race, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They were at that point by 69?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
They had prettier rockets.
The rockets sucked.
The rockets.
The Vostok.
They were
the Vostok.
The rockets were painted like party hats. It looked fun.
Funny you say that because their stupid rockets looked like party hats. Dumb Russians. Our stuff was the shit. It was great, and there were great men behind it. And
Neil Armstrong is a great man.
Of course he is.
Buzz Aldrin's a great man.
Yes.
Mr. Collins is a great man.
Yes.
I like Mr. Collins.
He might be an asshole to Jimmy, but, you got to give it to Buzz.
Buzz Aldrin.
He went there.
He likes to punch people.
Yeah.
I got that clip.
People that say he should punch Whoopi in the face.
Well, before the Whoopi thing from yesterday, because it's an oldie but goodie.
Oh, yeah.
The clip of Buzz Aldrin punching moon landing conspiracy guy in the face.
Cranky Buzz.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, man.
That'd be a couple of years, right? Or 5 years?
Yeah, I don't think it's that far into the past.
No.
You're the one who said you walked on the moon when you didn't. Calling the kettle black, if I ever thought of it. Saying I misrepresented myself.
Away from me.
You're a coward and a liar and a thief.
And a thief. Buzz just whacked him.
A coward and a liar. Who's the
coward? A liar.
Off?
He's another one of these asshole fucking conspiracy know-it-all douches. Oh, God, it's disgusting.
I'm so happy Buzz punched that guy in the face.
Buzz popped him one.
He popped him good.
You don't fuck with Buzz Aldrin.
Ever.
Even that old codger now will still fuck you up.
Let's
crack in the head, that kook.
Wouldn't it be great if Buzz Aldrin walked onto The View set today and just punched Whoopi?
Just punches Whoopi square in her big, fat, ugly fucking face.
And then there'll be a racist incident.
Of course. He'd be held on a race crime.
Yeah. Whoopi on The View wonders if the moon landing was fake. Wonders.
How do you wonder?
She's on a national
like
TV show trying to educate broads. And this is what came out of her mouth yesterday.
I don't think we're going to be spending money to go to Mars.
But there are also questions to be answered. I'm a fan of the movie Capricorn 1, which says that it's just
Capricorn 1.
You mean the movie with O.J. Simpson and Mr. fucking Barbara Streisand? That movie? And the guy that does the TD Waterhouse commercials now?
Is she going to get her knowledge from a movie?
Are you out of your fucking bird, Whoopi?
God, she's stupid.
How about we say slavery never happened? Let's then see Whoopi go off.
Oh, shit.
What if we said that? What if we said slavery never happened? I don't know. I didn't see any pictures. I didn't see any photographs. What? What are you talking about?
Well, she would say you're crazy.
Oh, of course she would. But there's a lot more proof that the moon landing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Whoopi, you fucking asshole. Ugh.
Whoa, chill. Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Someone forgot to do a little yoga this morning.
I can't stand when things like this come up. Oh, no oming.
Oh, a little crazy this morning.
Capricorn 1, which says, and it's just a movie, okay? It was made as a Hollywood movie,
at least you're saying
which
that.
kind of puts in question whether it happened, whether the moon walk actually did happen. I like the movie because I think it's fun to watch, but
It's Mars,
there are
by
a
the way,
couple questions
asshole.
that
That was fucking, the movie was Capricorn 1, and they was going to Mars. And they realized that the life support system wouldn't work because, like, they cut some costs somewhere, and they realized, look, the astronauts, you guys would be dead within, like, a few weeks. So they decided to fake the whole thing to keep the money coming into the space program. That was the basis of Capricorn 1, not going to the moon.
Based on a true story.
No. Based on a load of bullshit, and O.J. Simpson, the murderer, was in it. Oh, by the way, I don't think he did it. Shut up, Whoopi.
Has she come out and said that, too?
I'm sure she did. I'm just going to go on record as saying I'm sure she did.
Why? Because it's her place as a black woman?
Exactly. It's her place to dismiss white achievements and just fucking overblow black achievements. I'm sorry. That's her job.
Could we get Whoopi on the show today? She called us one other time.
She'd never come back on this show.
After we beat her down.
Oh.
When did we beat her down? Over the Imus thing?
It was over Imus where she
we beat her down pretty good. She ended up hanging up.
Hey, look, I know a lot of black people were involved behind the scenes and stuff as far as the Apollo program went, but for the love of God, it was 3 white guys. That's why she's upset. Give me a break. Give me a goddamn break. If there's a black astronaut on the moon, she wouldn't be saying shit. Another racist. Another race baiter.
This view is embarrassing to women, I'm starting to think. There's a lot of dummies on that program.
It is.
A lot of dummies.
It's fun to watch, but there are a couple of questions that I do have from time to time. Who shot the footage? Because you see the 2 astronauts.
They had a cameraman up there floating around, you dope.
Fucking ass.
Is she doing that for like a laugh, or is she serious?
I don't know. There's
If you heard that from a comedian, it would be kind of funny on a stage. But
where was the camera?
Is she going for the laugh, or is she being serious?
I don't know. We'll find out. But hey, dummy, the camera was on a boom. First of all, they had a couple of cameras that came out of the lunar module on booms to catch. They knew it was going to be a huge moment in history.
They knew that.
So they had one pointing at the goddamn ladder.
They knew that maybe future generations are going to want to take a peek
watch
at
him
this.
come down the goddamn ladder.
So they said, all right, you know what? We need to get some cameras out, out there somewhere.
And then the other thing she says is stupid from what I've heard. I haven't heard this yet, so let me hear what she says.
All right.
Because you see the 2 astronauts, you never see you would think the 3rd guy would go, but you would think he would have turned around and gone like this so we knew it was him.
There's a man, there was the other astronaut who was in the capsule and who was shooting it.
But
in the look, listen how stupid these dumb fucking bitches sound. There were only 2 guys in the lunar module. The 3rd guy, Collins, was flying the command module around the moon, waiting for them to come back. The camera is on a boom on the lunar module. There's a couple of them. The other cameras were strapped to the astronauts' chests. They weren't movable. They aimed them by moving around and looking and taking pictures that way. There was no viewfinder, but they had trained so they knew exactly how to stand and where to look to take pictures.
Plus, you don't see how many bad pictures might have been taken.
Exactly.
We're seeing all the great ones.
The horrible pictures.
These are the ones they chose. We don't see the ones where Buzz is coming out of the bathroom, buttoning his pants, or where the helmet is in the frame.
A blurry shot, something like that. These dummies are arguing the point because she thinks there's a 3rd astronaut on the fucking moon
wandering around.
These pictures.
Plus, they knew where to stand. They weren't going to go out of camera range for the most part. It wasn't important.
They trained to put the flag in a position. There's actually Mission Control says, could you get in frame with the flag?
Right.
He tells Buzz Aldrin, I believe, to get in there so they have that shot. The pictures were very important
and the flag,
to the mission.
The flag, it was very windy up there that day because the
flag was waving.
Blah, blah, blah,
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Don't you think this is the thing? If they had a 3rd guy as a photographer, don't you think they would have caught that? Like if it was a big fake and they were able to orchestrate all this stuff, and and bouncing it off through Australia, do you think someone would have said, wait a minute. We have a camera guy that we're not accounting for. They would have went, oh, golly, that's an excellent point.
We never even thought of that.
Now we're fucked.
Oh, golly. Cameraman.
Who took the pictures? We didn't think of that. And there's also a 7-Eleven in the background. Can you move that? Oh, golly, we didn't think of that.
These dummies.
Do you know, there's a special I watched, a guy who says about faking the moon landing. And it is when you watch it, you're like, oh, my God. it's a really good special, and I could see why watching that would make you go, what the fuck? Maybe it was fake, because it was so well done, this special. But then
when you see the 9/11 shit, you can say the same thing. But then you get a little knowledge on the other side and go, okay, this is completely ridiculous. But you can make anything look like, holy crap.
This is harder stuff to debunk, though. Like, meaning, because he's talking about photographic evidence, and he has a guy from Kodak, who's a legitimate guy, saying, I actually don't know how that was done. Like, there are certain things, like, we all watched 9/11 happen. This is a more convincing argument. But when you watch it debunked by people who know what they're talking about, then you go, oh, okay, that's it.
That's what I'm saying. When you get a little knowledge the other way,
I just don't know enough to debunk it.
When you see it one-sided, it's like, oh wow,
really?
Then you learn that half the shit they're just making up to make their story better.
And then it's like, wow, that worked the first time at Apollo 11. Whew, we actually did it. Okay, now let's try with 12. Let's try with 13. We'll throw a disaster in that one. That'll be fun. Then we'll go 14, 15, 16, and 17, and we'll fake all of those, and hopefully no one will catch on. Why wouldn't they just do it once and go, oh, my God, we got away with it? Well, let's scrap it.
Well, if we did fake it, where did the rocket go until it was time to bring the rocket back down?
Yeah, that's
a good question.
That's a lot of big Saturn V.
Right.
It launched. Everyone saw it.
All right. We're going to launch this big, massive thing, and then we're going to move into a Hollywood studio, and then we're going to, watch it fall from the sky. Or do they get David Copperfield's father to help out with the fucking...
And nobody talks.
Conspiracy?
And again.
And not one person talks.
None of the light guys, none of the boom guys. That's like the Kelly assassination people. No one in the Dallas Police Department talked. No one
talked.
Well, a lot of people died from the JFK.
I've also read that was a myth, too, though. I also read that was a myth as well.
Yeah, but when I saw it on TV for the first time, I believed it because there was no one on the other side saying that was a myth.
Yep.
Here's Whoopi continuing.
Great.
Whoopi.
And that old hag, Barbara Walters, kind of
saying that there was the guy in a capsule taking pictures.
What a fool.
Stop it.
Yes. They went to a photo march. Shut up, Babs.
There was a guy. No, the other guy was hovering and going around the moon.
Guy zipping around the moon, waiting. He was sleeping.
Except for these hens.
He was the only poor bastard that couldn't watch it. He was probably the only guy that couldn't watch the moon landing was Collins. He was just up there.
They should turn The View into a cooking show. Just have these dopes cook stuff for an hour.
Oh, Michael Collins, they said when he was behind the moon, was the most isolated man in history for that time because no man had ever been that far from other humans.
When you jerk off?
I don't know what I would do.
Why not?
My dick wouldn't work.
Who's catching you? You're on the dark side of the moon?
You couldn't communicate with the Earth?
Yeah.
I would panic.
That is kind of crazy. They have that loss of signal period where they can't communicate.
Dude, you're the most isolated man in history.
Cut off.
It's like walking through the woods at night.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the other side where it's light again.
He's just like,
that feeling times a million.
I'm really far away.
Oh my God.
I have no contact with anybody. I'm just going to wait, and hopefully when I pop out the other side, the world's still there.
I bet you guarantee he was talking the whole 5 minutes early. Hello.
Mr. Control, hello, Mr. Control, hello,
and
please.
then finally hears them, and the relief he must have felt.
Mr. Control.
I'm back in contact. Thank God.
Mr. Control.
Yeah. Here's Whoopi.
Columbia, Mr. Control, Columbia.
Whoopi still questioning Barbara Walters, arguing.
But you never see
Well, you don't really doubt that the men landed on the moon.
Just saying that there are wonderful, I love great conspiracy theories, and these are better than a lot of them because they say why is the flag rippling? There's no.
That fucking flag rippling thing annoys the living piss out of me.
That's why I just gotta laugh. Yeah, like if you're gonna have a huge conspiracy theory, you're gonna forget the flag thing.
The flag, fuck,
fucking
we'll put a big fan on them so the flag stands straight out and ripples.
Right.
I mean, it's on a lever. The goddamn thing is on like an L bracket because there's no wind. It doesn't stand out.
So they wanted it to stand out because they wanted to show the world it was America.
So when they put it in there, it jiggled around and actually did move. It's moving because he's moving it.
Right.
There's still gravity. There's still forces of physics. If you twist something, if you torque the bar that the flag is on, that other L bar is going to move. And when it moves, it has momentum, which it's going to swing back one way and the other until it stops at some point.
But it won't stop in space because there's no air to slow it down.
There's less resistance to stopping something like that, so it'll go back and forth for a while. But these idiots...
You can't just put a limp flag on the moon if you're going to be the first one there. You got to make sure the world sees what the flag is. So they thought about that ahead of time.
Unbelievable.
It's like if you stand on the shuttle.
Idiot.
The shuttle is moving 17,000 miles an hour. And yet you can climb out of the hatch and stand on it.
Right.
And you don't get blown off because there's no wind.
No wind.
You couldn't stand on the roof of your Winnebago if it was doing 90 and the guy was yelling, what the fuck, inside of it.
Yeah. They did thousands of miles an hour, and they're just kind of, hey, I'm here.
Fixing the Hubble.
Yeah.
Zipping around the Earth.
They just...
wait, which one, Ant?
that one. Oh. You know, this one.
Like there was another word in his head. Are you crazy, Jimmy?
How about this? Whoopi has a bunch of malinformation about the moon landing, we think.
That's difficult.
That's difficult for everybody.
How about Buzz Aldrin teabags Whoopi?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What is it?
Buzz Aldrin teabags Whoopi. Oh, fuck.
All right, boys. You heard it. You heard
All right,
it.
let her rip, people.
Let her rip.
Please make this number one.
Buzz Aldrin teabags Whoopi.
I don't think either one of them would like that.
Whoopi spelled W-H-O-O-P-I.
Right.
Here we
God,
go.
that is good.
Here's more Whoopi.
Conspiracy theories, and these are better than a lot of them because they say why is the flag rippling? There's no
Because he
air.
touched it, supposedly.
Yes, but if it was, is it always in a ripple? Was it starched in a ripple?
I don't know.
Because a flag would be like this, right?
Yeah, I was just told in my ear that there have been 6 moon landings. So if you think the first was a hoax, we've had 5. We did. We just didn't care.
35% of Brits do not believe that it happened, and only 6% of Americans.
There are people who don't believe the Holocaust happened. There are people who still are questioning the assassination of John Kennedy. There are always people who love conspiracies, and that makes it fun.
She just stinks.
Well, at least the old broad was throwing a little sense in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Out of her loony head.
Come on,
but
Whoopi. You're smarter
Whoopi
than
is
that.
just... Whoopi's an idiot.
I think. Well, I don't think she's out now denying it. I think she said, "I like a good conspiracy." I think people like to throw themselves into these things. They are fun to look like you're uncovering this mystery that everybody. It's like when you look at it, you almost want it to be fake, because then you'll be on the side that figured it out. Like,
yeah. Well,
it's not. It's it's not. I think most people.
But you're on the side that is sounding like an asshole. Is what. You're not on the side that's looking like, wow, look what I uncovered. You're on the side that just sounds like an asshole, an uninformed douche, which she sounded like, even though she kind of glazed it over a little bit by saying, I like a good conspiracy there. But she was actually bringing up these points that perpetuate the whole fucking thing.
Absolutely.
You know? I'm offended by you, Whoopi. I'm offended. Buzz Aldrin teabags Whoopi.
There you go.
Google bomb.
Google bomb. Google it.
God, that guy annoyed me when he called Buzz Aldrin a coward and a liar.
Oh, God.
It really is
these
annoying.
idiots.
That's still annoying me. Just listening to that brat.
He got his.
Yeah, he really did get a fistful of knuckle.
Buzz Aldrin's
A face full of knuckle. Good.
He's not going to listen to that
good.
crap. God bless him.
Garbage.
Oh, that annoys me.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah, because it's like, this guy is everything I hate about a conspiracy theorist.
I like his last word when he gets some Aldrin knuckles.
He didn't just question him. The bottom line is he was like a little child yelling at mommy, and that's what he reminded me. That's what these guys always remind me of. His little babies, little brats.
You're the one who said you walked on the moon when you didn't. Calling the kettle black if ever thought it was saying I misrepresented myself.
Away from me.
You're a coward and a liar and a thief.
And a thief. Good. Yeah, I'm a thief. I just stole your dignity.
Did that?
Yeah, there's it's actually videotaped.
Yeah.
Wow, right in the face.
Oh, does he clock
nice.
him one? Goddamn Buzz.
Buzz Aldrin
Look at
could
him,
freaking
bam!
hit.
A nice right hand right to that fucking idiot's face.
Let's see that again. This is on the video.
Oh, brilliant.
Let's say hi to Rob. Rob, you're in Jersey. You're on the Opie and Anthony show. What's up, Rob?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Oh, Buzz, what a shot.
That is fantastic. Sorry, dude. We can't get over what a great
It's just
fucking
over and
chin,
over again,
little
yeah.
chin music from Buzz.
He's got a nice right hook, huh?
Oh.
Why don't we just all talk at the same time?
The guy
'Cause
is
that makes
taller
for
than
good
Buzz.
radio.
Yeah.
So Buzz fucking just punches up. What a fucking pow!
Yeah,
That guy's
and that
dumb
guy's
face.
He's a man.
That guy's head snapped back. Rob, it's your turn. Go.
Yeah, did you guys see this week, NASA apparently lost all the original films of the moon landing?
Yeah, what's that about?
They degaussed them and reused them, and when questioned about it, one of the guys from NASA said, yeah, we should have had a story and follow up around because we didn't really think that was important.
Why would you reuse the
Yeah, right?
freaking tapes on
What
the moon
fucking
landing?
bums?
I don't know. I heard there was some tapes that were like telemetry tapes from Australia, things like that. But the film itself, I don't know. Is that missing? There's copies of it, but the originals are missing. But everything that's was made was copied.
Yeah.
I've heard things back and forth too. I'm not sure what to believe as far as that, but
Well, it came out a couple days ago. Is it true or not?
it doesn't necessarily mean that it never happened.
It was one
Jesus.
of. They said it was one of 200,000 tapes that was taped over.
Yeah,
and what happens is, and again, this is not a good comparison, but a lot of the original Tonight shows were lost, like lost forever, because there were no copies of them.
Honeymooners.
Never happened.
They were taped
Johnny
over.
Carson was fake.
right.
It was a robot, built by Disney.
They were taped over to save money.
They just didn't know any better.
Yeah.
It's with everything. That's why those old baseball cards are worth so much. Because back then, people just didn't think it was going to be worth anything, or you know what I mean?
History is called history.
Right.
Because when it's happening, you're not quite sure it's history.
Well, I'm sure they knew it was a monumental thing. It was probably
yeah.
It probably was mislabeled, or probably just got put in the wrong bin, or somebody just misread something and actually thought, oh, okay, these are just tapes that are good to quit.
No, man.
We missed something that Barbara Walters said. Ian on Long Island. Ian.
Hey, guys. Happy
Hey.
birthday, Jimmy.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Thank
we
you.
Start that all over
Yeah,
again?
what member of KISS is coming in today?
shit.
Is it Gene or Paul or
No,
Peter?
Jimmy.
What KISS member?
Your birthday was Sunday, but we celebrated yesterday, and now we can continue the happy birthday Jimmy bit.
Yay.
Your birthday's exhausting.
It's my
It's
birthday.
exhausting for everybody.
I'm a birthday boy.
Ian, go ahead.
In that last clip, Barbara Walters, as she was running through all her conspiracies, said that the Holocaust not existing was a conspiracy theory, and then she said conspiracy theories are fun.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. So Barbara Walters thinks the Holocaust conspiracy is really a lot of fun to have fun with.
That's not so much the conspiracy theory as the people who perpetuate that one that are a load of laughs.
That's a little rough to use the word fun and conspiracy and Holocaust all in the same sentence. I'm with Ian. That's a little rough. Let's go to Craig in Copley. Craig?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
I just wondered whatever became of Buzz Aldrin after he punched that guy in the face.
He probably got sued by that douchebag. I'm guessing a suit.
I don't know, but I don't remember reading anything about it.
If I was Buzz Aldrin, I would have went prove it. Prove I hit him.
Yeah. I didn't hit him.
We faked the
Look at the way
video.
the shadow is.
You faked that video.
Yeah.
The way his head goes back.
Yeah, he just made his head go back on his own. And then when he fell to the ground, he punched himself in the eye.
You know, there are people that say that slavery wasn't as horrible as history has made it out to be. They say that people were well treated, food and shelter and stuff like that. What's Whoopi's opinion on that one, I wonder? There are some people that say it, and there are arguments. You could read arguments about it on the internet, and what? Because you read them, that's fun, and it's something to perpetuate and speak to other people about in a forum that people actually listen. Yours is irresponsible. You're being irresponsible.
Can we get Whoopi on the show? Are we trying? Who's
She
working
doesn't exist.
Today?
Where's Steve?
Is Steve working today?
Yeah, he's here.
Steve's back? Yeah, it's not Monday. It's not Monday, so Steve's back? There's a lot of controversy. Steve's saying he never said that he was taking all those Mondays off.
The Steve conspiracy is amazing.
That
This beats
conspiracy
the moon.
is way better than any other
Dude,
conspiracy.
9/11, the moon, the Holocaust thing, anything. The Steve saying he was taking every Monday off for the foreseeable future.
Well, he just got married.
Conspiracy is huge.
He just got married for the second time, and I guess instead of a honeymoon, he explained that he wanted to take a few Mondays off. The staff swears that he said for the foreseeable future.
And he said
there's a big difference between those two statements.
And Steve said he sent an email out to me, you, and Ant, which I'm not saying he didn't, because he probably did. He said that he sent an email saying that, and then we got no response saying it was, like, not okay. So he assumed it was okay. But yes, it is a big the puff of smoke was out of a white bag full of protein powder.
The original email that I did read, I deleted as soon as I read it, but it seemed like he was going to take a few Mondays off. And then it turned into for the foreseeable future.
By the way, the punch the face guy,
yeah.
He later attempted to use the tape to convince police and prosecutors that he was the victim of an assault. However, it was decided that Aldrin had been provoked and did not actually injure this douchebag.
Good.
And so no charges were filed, but the incident was covered in the media. So he got off good. He was provoked. The guy did. He got right in his face. That's self-defense.
I like
if you ask me.
I like that.
If you ask me.
I think that was everybody looking the other way because the second guy on the moon was being shit-talked and decked somebody.
Exactly, and he decked somebody. That's treating the guy exactly how he should have been treated.
Sure.
You want to call a man like that a liar? Mm-hmm. Hey, he's going to punch you in the fucking face. He doesn't care if you got a camera and a mic or anything like that. You think Buzz Aldrin's got anything to fucking lose at this point in his life? Fuck that. The guy walked on the moon. Go blow me.
And I think he knows people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what? Goddamn it, you're right.
I think he knows people.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of the people that he knows.
Oh, my God.
He actually knows Martians.
He knows a few people, I bet.
Why do you think there were no charges and he didn't have to pay shit? They had to make it look in the media, but the reason is because Buzz Aldrin, he knows people.
Yeah.
If we could get out of a lousy parking ticket and wear shock jocks, guess what you could get out of if you're an astronaut walking on the moon?
God, he knows everyone.
Yes.
You're right. Every fucking foreign, because it's not just our country, it's every country in the world is impressed by the guy on the moon.
Every president from Kennedy on kissed his ass.
And think about this also. The guy that he punched, that it was talking shit.
Well, not Kennedy. He wasn't up there yet.
No.
Kennedy.
I know all that, but I mean, did Kennedy meet like Buzz Aldrin and those guys?
No.
I don't think they were deciding on
they were.
Okay.
All right.
No.
I was just assuming a little too much there.
Kennedy called him a pussy boy, actually. Kennedy insulted him. Buzz Aldrin dropped Oswald. Buzz Aldrin.
Aldrin.
I was going to say Oswald. I said Buzz Aldrin. I got nervous.
And I want to make it perfectly clear. I know that Kennedy was dead when we landed on the moon. I just assumed the whole thing was already in the works for a few years, and that maybe Kennedy met these youngsters as they were preparing to do this.
It was at the end of the decade.
I know that. When did they decide on the astronauts, though? It had to be a few years before '69.
Well, the original Mercury 7.
But when did they decide?
When they decided on them, what, early 60s?
That's what I'm saying. So why couldn't Kennedy meet these guys?
He wasn't. Buzz Aldrin wasn't one of the original
guys. Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
Well, let's just say Lyndon Johnson
later on.
Yeah,
I'm sure Lyndon Johnson.
Definitely.
Johnson. Actually, Nixon was president when they landed on the moon.